Here's all you need to know in weekly Newsbits. Coliform in Davao River reaches overwhelming level. Group pleads not to phase out jeepneys. Davao Police probe Davao Bunal Squad's whipping cases. Mayor Sara files resolution to end Sulugpungan schools. Time to know the top stories of the week. I'm Rona Gukong Villaryasa. Welcome to Sunstar Davao's Weekly Newsbeats. Department of Environment and Natural Resources Environmental Management Bureau revealed that the volume of coliform at the mouth of Davao River has reached an overwhelming level. Ralph Liamit has the details.
Davao City Councilor Mary Josel Villafuerte said Davao River reached a level of 920,000 most likely number of microorganisms per 100 milliliter of coliform in September this year based on the data from the DENR EMB. The councilor, who is a medical practitioner, said that the mentioned number is not safe for drinking. She said this is one of the major factors why swimming competitions and other recreational activities had been discontinued in Davao River. In July this year, the swimming leg competition of the Penos 5150 Triathlon Davao was cancelled after the water quality in Ladang area was tested and proved to be not suitable for swimming purposes. Villafuerte is pushing for a zero open defecation ordinance requiring households to use toilets with a septic tank and practice proper waste disposal.
We stop dumping human waste into the Davao River and its tributaries. In fact, we should all together stop dumping human waste directly into the environment.
In a recent study of the University of Mindanao, Davaoenos are considered to have a very low appreciation of the value of ecosystem. In a study dubbed Contingent Valuation of the Pawikan Sanctuary, it showed that Davaoenos displayed lesser economic value for the marine sanctuary. Meanwhile, a cleanup drive was initiated on Thursday along Davao River in Barangay 1A by the office of the Davao City 1st District Representative Paulo Duterte. Upon cleaning, the team discovered many plastics with feces thrown at the river. Ralph Liamit, Weekly Newsbits.
A coalition of transport groups appealed to the government not to phase out public utility jeepney, even if the planned bus system will push through in Davao City. Ralph Liamit for the details.
Transmission Piston on September 30 held a picket rally along MacArthur Highway in Balusong, Matina to protest the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program or PUVMP of the Department of Transportation and the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board. Under the modernization program, jeepney operators with 15-year-old vehicles should replace their units with ones that comply with the Euro 4 standards by July 1, 2020. Meanwhile, the city will have the high-priority bus system that aims to modernize the transportation system in the city and address the growing needs for mass transit to solve traffic congestion. Piston Secretary General Larry Arguilla said their call is a win-win solution for the involved parties.
Ang Davao lahi, phase out yun ang programa sa atong gobyerno. Tungkol kay bus system man ang padaganon din sa atong din sa sulat sa Davao sa transportasyon.
He said the group urged the local government to allow the POJs to operate despite having buses operating on the streets, unlike in the national, wherein POJ operators are worried since the FABs or the HPBS will fully phase out all existing POJs in the city. LTFRB Davao Regional Director Arban Choso said they already conducted a series of consultations regarding the proposed implementations of the PUV Modernization Program and HPBS. He added government has assistance programs for affected drivers and operators.
Actually, we respect the rights to exercise freedom of expression. But we also urge them to respect our stand also for modernization.
Ralph Yemit, Weekly Newsbits.
Several individuals aired their complaint on social media after a group of men beat them without provocation. This incident reached Davao City Police Office and is now under investigation. Juliet Revita for the details.
A certain Najhao posted on Facebook a screenshot of all the complaints and expressed his alarm on the incident caused by the so-called Davao Bunal Squad. Edgar Dominguez, one of the victims, posted his experience on social media that at around 11:20 p.m., a group suddenly walked him along Dunya Pilar, Davao City. He likewise posted his photos showing the red marks on his back, leg, and arms. He also warned residents to be alert of these individuals. Likewise, Janine Montenegro was traumatized by the incident after he was beaten by a group of individuals. The incident happened while he was waiting for a jeepney when 5 people came to him and asked for his address. This has made Davao City Police Office Director Alexander Tagum to direct the Sasa Police Station to investigate and apprehend the group behind the alleged cases of assault in Davao City. Meanwhile, Davao Police denied allegation that it was a police-initiated operation. DCPO spokesperson Captain Nolan Tagsip said, although there were already several victims who posted their experiences online, only one has approached the police station.
We encourage them to be victims of this weeping and riot na sort of case na hindi lang po sa social media mo at no, but go to your nearest police station, mag-vlogger ka so that you can proceed with the investigation para ma-identify na sa mga perpetrator. And then on the part of the Police Office, we assure the public, ma'am, na we have double our effort, intensify our efforts on the patrol to avoid again this kind of incident.
DCPO stepped up its security measures with Ronda Patrol to fight robbery, thieveries, and other relevant crimes, and the rescue of minors who are still on the streets during curfew hours. Juliet Revita, Weekly Newsbits.
Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte-Carpio said that the city government has filed a resolution asking Department of Education to terminate all the permits of Sulugpungan, Tatano, Igkanugon community in the city. For the details, here's Rob Kumba.
Mayor Sara Duterte-Carpio issues a statement on September 30 that the city, through the City Peace and Order Council, submitted the resolution to DepEd on March 19 stating Sulugpungan students do not have academic records and individual learner's reference number. The resolution also states the presence of DepEd schools in areas where Sulugpungan operates overrules the purpose of a Sulugpungan school. In addition, Duterte-Carpio said Davao City has been provided with a written report containing the revelation made by a former Sulugpungan student about the school teaching students how to use firearms, apart from them being indoctrinated with anti-government propaganda. But she clarified that the document did not come from the National Security Advisor Secretary Hermogenes Esperon Jr., which resulted in Sulugpungan's suspension last July 10. Duterte-Carpio said the city conducted due diligence in investigating the activities of Sulugpungan schools before coming up with a CPOC resolution. She said Sulugpungan failed to give justice to the sacrifices and dreams of the Lumad students who spent their time with their organization, believing the school will help them better their chances in the future. Sulugpungan former students are currently being reintegrated to the nearest DepEd schools. Rob Gumba, Weekly Newsbits.
In the business news, the recently revived direct air link between Davao and Manado, Indonesia took off with a rousing start. Juliet Revita for the details.
Department of Tourism 11 and Mindanao Development Authority announced that a total of 1.344 million in negotiated sales was recorded during the Davao-Manado Joint Tour Packaging Workshop and Business Matching held recently at Park Inn by Radisson Hotel. Department of Tourism 11 said this sale is accumulated out of the Davao General Santos Tours and Hotel accommodation bookings in Davao during the business matching. Meanwhile, Mindanao Development Authority Chairperson Emmanuel Pino said the Davao Manado route, which will be serviced by the Indonesian flag carrier Garuda Indonesia, will offer direct and easy travel to attract investment, exploration, and tourist visits between the two areas. He said it is an important strategic route under the transport and connectivity of the Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines East Asian Growth Area or BIMP-IAGA that strengthens Mindanao through Davao as gateway in the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Indonesian Ambassador to the Philippines Sinyo Hari Sarun Dahang said the re-establishment of the road is an enhancement of the air transport agreement signed between the two countries last 1972, followed by the expansion of air linkages between Brunei Darussalam, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines in 2007.
Flight will serve as the gate 17th province in the eastern part of Indonesia and give more opportunities for the people of our two nations to further promote trade and economic dealings.
Piñol is also proposing for a two-day business and trade matching this October 20 to 29 in Manado as follows through to allow Mindanao agribusiness leaders to engage with their counterparts in North Sulawesi for potential export of fruits like durian, mango, mangosteen, and other products such as dressed chicken, poultry, and vegetables. Julia Tevita, Weekly Newsbits.
And for a sports news, the simultaneous registration for the third Alveo Ironman 70.3 Davao opened last October 1. Marian Saberon Abalayan has the story.
Sports Development Division of the City Mayor's Office Officer in Charge Mikey Aportadera bared in a Facebook interview with Sunstar Davao Tuesday morning that registration at last opened for the third Alveo Ironman 70.3 Davao. Around 10 a.m. Tuesday, October 1, some 700 have signed up and expected to reach the 2,500 target weeks before the event next year. Aportadera's Tapang and Malasakit Relay team with lawyer Mans Carpio, husband of Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte-Carpio, also registered Tuesday. But swimming coach Vasit Venturillo, according to him, will no longer be in the cast as he will undergo training with the Philippine Coast Guard. Instead, Venturillo swimmer Juan Antonio Mendoza, who had won medals in national and international competitions, will substitute for him in the race. Interested participants of the Sunrise Events Incorporated back race may also sign up online. The 29th edition of the Alveo Ironman 70.3 had a turnout of 2,200 from 38 countries, with Germany's Markus Rölli and Czech Republic's Radka Kalefeld winning the men's and women's open titles respectively. Marian L. Saberon Abalayan, Weekly Newsbits.
For more stories, you may check our website www.sunstar.com.ph/Davao. You may also subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow our social media account on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also grab a copy of Sunstar Davao at Davao Central Convenience Stores, 7-Eleven stores, and your nearest newsstands. That's all you need to know for this week. Have a great weekend.